I was saying I would be in class and I would like think about like how many people can I like sneak around and wipe out before I get caught. Or I'd walk past somebody and think like, oh, like I could garrote them. And I was like, man, why do I keep thinking this way? Why do I keep having these like thoughts? And then I, realized, oh, you're spending like all your time playing a video game where that's all you do. So of course, during your regular course of your day, you're going to be thinking about, being a hitman. You gotta pick. You have to pick what you're thinking about on a regular basis. So that was kind of the eye opener on that for me. Copa asked if I was playing any games. Right now, it's really hard for me to play any live games, which I like. I like Call of Duty. I like Destiny. I like Fortnite. I like can't think of the name all of a sudden, but the soccer game where you're the cars. I don't know why I can't think of the name, but those are all games that I like. But because of the kids, it's hard for me to get time to go online and play. I was trying to, but whenever I kept having to bail on my team or my friends, like oh my kids are awake, like in the middle of the night they'd wake up, and then I'd have to go and I'd be like I gotta go take care of my kids, and I gotta tell Copa like I do. I'm the stay-at-home dad. My wife goes to work, so at night I do 99.9% of the taking care of the kids if they wake up, so she can sleep. And so it's just been a long time since I've been able to play online. But I'll still play like some of my older games. Like I'm replaying the Batman Arkham Asylum, that whole series, the Batman Arkham series. I can pause it and walk away. Lately, I've been doing a lot of SpongeBob uh, race car games, trying to get my kids into playing with me, so then maybe I could play again. Um, that's a lot of fun. It's not really the go kart Mario is not, or go kart Mario is way better than the Nickelodeon go kart. But someday they'll figure out game playing and I'll be able to play again, or they'll sleep through the night and I'll be able to play again. I think the clip I saw of you, Dixie. I think you were playing Counter Strike. I remember playing Counter Strike way back in the day. I think I started playing. Then I started playing Counter Strike in like probably 1999 or 2000. I moved to uh, I moved to China, and if you go to any internet cafe in like 2001, there was a strong possibility that Counter Strike would be one of the games you could play. It was either Counter Strike or Half Life was on most of the games. My brother got me into Counter-Strike, says Dixie Vixie. That's a good brother. I think brothers that get people in the video games is good. Kobo says, Dixie Vixie, you are lucky, I guess. Me and my brother used to play GoldenEye a lot when that came out. Like, I think it was 99 on the Nintendo 64. That was our game. And I ruled GoldenEye, at least within our circle of friends. I like those videos where it's the guy that's like super good with his friends and family, and then he talks about being good, and then plays like a random person that just annihilates them. Now, back in the day, I was all about GoldenEye, Star Fox, Mario Go-Kart, and Super Smash Brothers. We could play those games all night. And you would always plan on going to bed. Dixie Vixie says the classics. Yeah. You would plan on going to bed. You'd always be like, yeah, we're going to sleep tonight. Don't worry. And you start playing, and the next thing you know, like, the window behind you, the sun's coming up. And I remember playing so much, like, with N64, that my thumb would, like, get sore. And we used to argue so much about Odd Job, and it sucked because, like, way after we were done playing, I saw there was a way, if you're playing with 3 or 4 people, where everyone but one person can be Odd Job. I was like, man, that would have solved so many problems and arguments when I was a kid if we'd known that almost everyone could be Odd Job. What do you play besides Counter-Strike, Dixie? Why am I crying? Me? I'm not. I am sweating profusely. Whew. No, if I started crying, it would have to be because of like a serious like injury. Like if I like broke something or I hurt something to where I knew like it was going to be a long-term problem. I have a very, very high pain tolerance. So usually if I cry when it goes to pain, it's because I know like I'm going to be hurt for a long time. I hate being hurt. I hate like any sort of feeling physically vulnerable is like really hard for me. When I was like 18, I got all 4 of my wisdom teeth pulled, and my mom was living near me, so she was like, "Oh, you can come stay with me and your dad while you're recovering. You're not supposed to go to work the next day, but man, I could only do like a few hours of being taken care of, and I was like, no, I'm going back to work." I hate it. I have to be pretty dead before I'll admit that I'm sick. I had a roommate that was like the biggest baby, and he was like a super cute guy. We went to church together, and he played the guitar, and all of these like different girls in the church were like in love with him. And when he would get sick, he would play it up so hard, and different like girls from the church and moms and people would like come over and bring him soup and baby him. And it made me so sick looking at him. I was like, man, what are you doing? You're not dying. Like, pull it together. I was embarrassed for him. Dixie Bixie says free soup is free soup. That's true. But this guy was like the biggest like baby sometimes. We were at like um we used to have like the youth group at our house, and one day it's like the end, like everyone's leaving, and he starts playing on the guitar, "Happy Birthday," and I was like, "Why are you playing that?" Uh, and he's like, "What? Oh," I'm like, "Is it your birthday, man? Is that your way of trying to tell us it's your birthday?" And I was like the end of the night. I was like, "You could have told us earlier in the day. You didn't have to throw a pity party like at the end of the night. It's a pretty pathetic move in my book. And it was before like social media would tell everybody it was your birthday. So if he doesn't tell anybody, nobody would know. And it was like we go around and ask all of our friends when their birthday is. I'm the opposite. I try very hard. As soon as it like was an option to hide your birthday, I hide my birthday. And my dream is that my wife will forget my birthday one year. Because if she forgets my birthday and it comes and goes, like that is so many credits in the bank of like favors you can use forever. And I've gotten close. I've gotten really close to her forgetting my birthday. And like the last like minute she'll remember. Never to the day. Like sometimes it'll be like 2 days out and she's like, oh, your birthday is like coming. But I try so hard. And we all have dreams. And I hate planning my birthday. Like I think I'm pretty sure I'd be happy to like never do a birthday party again. Never do like birthday dinner again. I'd like to go do something on my birthday that like I want to do, like go to the beach or something. And if people want to go to the beach with us, that's good. But I don't need it to be about my birthday. Just hang out. I'm not shy. It's weird because I'm not shy. I've never had a problem with public speaking. I think it's the idea of obligating people to celebrate me is the part that I have a hard time with. But I love doing birthdays for my kids. I love doing birthdays for my kids. My wife also doesn't like birthdays. She is definitely shy and a homebody, so she'd rather just hang out and chill for her birthday than do anything with a group of people. And it's funny is my wife, everybody loves my wife. Like people are excited to be around my wife. They love hanging out with my wife. She just doesn't like hanging out with people. So all the time, like if I'm out, I'll run into like old friends of hers. I'm like, yeah, we keep trying to hang out with her, but she's always so busy. I'm like, yeah, she's so busy. She just doesn't want to go out. My kids though, like ever since my like one kid went to preschool, they're obsessed with birthdays. And every time she meets someone new, they invite them to their birthdays. Like we'll be at the store, get them paying for groceries, and they'll pull up on the counter and tell the person behind the stand, like, you want to come to my birthday? Like, your birthday's not for a while. Like, and it's like adults all understand, like, that's not an actual invitation to come to my child's birthday. It'd be really weird if an adult was like, yes, I'm going to be there. Send me the invitation. Here's my address. Here's my phone number. I don't want to miss it. But like when she says it's a kids at the park, that's where it's like, oh man, I hope this kid isn't expecting this birthday party. It's going to happen anytime soon. But they would sit around at preschool and just all the kids would talk about their birthday plans. It's all the time. You want to come to my birthday? It's going to be at Chuck E. Cheese. I'm going to have a dinosaur cake, but no peanuts, because I can't eat peanuts. I get very excited about my kids. I get excited about their hearts. Like they both have good hearts. They're both very kind. We have a local playground that we go to, and there was this older lady walking by with a couple of bags of groceries, and she's just shuffling by, and my one child went up to her and was like, do you need help? Do you need help going home? We can help you get home. And I was like, made me really happy. The lady said no, she was enjoying her walk, but it was nice. So they want to help people. They want to be superheroes. I saw this one real fast and then I gotta go. But we live in a kind of a rough, our neighborhood's not bad, but right outside our neighborhood is a rough area. And we were driving to go play at a park, and I passed this there's this guy that is been in and out of prison. He's, homeless, druggy, and he was just harassing this tiny old lady and scaring her. And he kept like walking next to her and saying stuff to her to the point where she like stopped walking, so he couldn't like stand next to her. And then he just walked down a little ways and ducked into some bushes to mess with her when she walked by. So I pulled over, and it sucks. Like it sucks when you're a parent that you got to tell like your kids that the world is bad. So I just told him like, yeah, Daddy's gonna offer this lady a ride, because that guy over there, he's the bad guy, and we're gonna be the superheroes, and we're gonna offer her a ride home to get her somewhere safe. And so we like got out and talked to her, and she got in the car with us, and we gave her a ride home. And my child was so excited, because they're like, yeah, like we're superheroes. We save people. I was like, that's right, we save people. We're heroes. And it makes it a little better than explaining exactly like what was happening. because it's sad. And I know like someday she'll probably ask me like, why is that lady always walking down the street dressed like that? And I have to explain what prostitution is, but not for years. Not for years. Hopefully, we're not in the same area. So I really don't want to have to explain. Like, oh, yeah, there's another prostitute. There's another prostitute. Like, I'm all, I think adults can do what they want. I think people should have freedom to do what they want, but I don't want to explain it to my kids. Yeah. But all right, and especially because this isn't like people try to paint a rosy picture sometimes of prostitution, like oh, it's a choice, and these guys are all like happy. And I know in some countries and states, like there is a legitimate business around that, and people are taken care of, but not these ones. They're all very clearly strung out on drugs and not doing good. So that's not the same thing as like some people are like, oh, like my mother worked in a brothel and she loved it and it was great. It's not the same scenario at all. I know every country's got different rules and regulations, and in some places they figured out a way for it to be a better environment for the women, but this is not that. So I just don't know who's watching, and I know some people have different views on it. And some countries, like I said, some countries have figured it out. This is not that situation. It's not like a positive, like good story of a professional woman. All right, that's it. I wish I was saying something brighter at the end, but yeah, my kids. I love my kids being happy and polite and nice to people. It's good, and I really want to keep that going forever for them. So thank you guys for watching. Um, Hopefully I'll catch you streaming later, Dixie Vixie. Take care. Yes, have fun. See you around. Absolutely. God bless you guys.